The reality star's resentencing hearing is still set for September 25. Julie Chrisley has been ordered to appear in court for her resentencing hearing in September. Chrisley previously asked for permission to appear virtually to avoid traveling for an unnecessarily extended period of time and impose undue physical hardship, according to WSB Atlanta. Chrisley, 51, would be required to travel to Georgia from FMC Lexington in Kentucky. Because Mrs. Chrisley is presently in the custody of the Bureau of Prisons, BOP, outside the state of Georgia, BOP likely would transfer her via the transfer facility in Oklahoma City or place her in a van for a lengthy, multiple-hour trip while shackled to facilitate her appearance in court, her attorney Alex Little wrote in the request, per TV Insider. Undersigned counsel has corresponded with Mrs. Chrisley's case manager at FMC Lexington and confirmed that she can be made available to appear remotely for her hearing via video conference. However, a federal court judge denied the request. Her resentencing hearing is still scheduled for September 25 in Atlanta. Julia and her husband Todd Chrisley were first indicted in 2019, along with their accountant, Peter Tarantino, for financial crimes. They were accused of lying to secure $30 million in bank loans and then filing for bankruptcy to avoid paying the money back. Then a 3-week-long trial began in May 2022, and the Chrisleys were later sentenced that November to a combined 19 years in prison. Although their legal teams began the process of appealing the case, they reported to prison on January 2023. People confirmed in September 2023 that Todd and Julie's prison sentences had been reduced, with Todd leaving nearly 2 years before his original 12-year sentence was meant to conclude. He is now set to be released in September 2032. Meanwhile, in June, a judge granted Julie's appeal and vacated her 7-year sentence in her tax evasion and fraud case due to insufficient evidence. The problem is that we have not located the evidence the district court relied on in adopting that finding, the judges wrote in the June 21 ruling obtained by People. The judges added that Julie was held responsible for the entire bank fraud scheme, which began in 2006, but they found insufficient evidence to prove that she was involved before 2007. The panel ruled that neither prosecutors nor the trial judge cited any specific evidence showing she was involved in 2006. The following month, Julie was given her resentencing date in Atlanta. Following the news, the couple's daughter Savannah revealed her father's reaction to Julie's big win in court on the July 2 episode of her Unlocked podcast. "He's fine," she said. "He was crying, like, happy tears knowing that Mom could be home. That's the only thing he cares about right now is getting her home. Mom obviously was heartbroken for Dad, but hopefully she can come home and then she can go visit him, and that will be a game changer, I think, for his overall mental health and well-being and for hers too," Savannah explained. "So I'm hoping that happens, but it was crazy.